Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The throw complete to the tight end, Tonyan. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tonyan. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, Rodgers. That's caught by Myers. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast.
Touchdown, Jets! Ja'Marr Chase with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down on a well-designed play there. That gets them 16 to move the chains. And the defense bit hard there. They were thinking run all the way, play fake, working to perfection on 4th down.
And it was able to work because of the down and distance situation. 4th and short, you've got to respect the run. You show a little play action. Oftentimes you find people open for what you need, and that's exactly what they got done there.
They'll wind up up getting just a yard out of it. And it'll be second down. Cousins to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 23 yards to pick up there.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
To the air again, it's Cousins. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Throwing is Cousins. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Play action now. Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Rashad Bateman from 3 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side. And all of a sudden, you got that on your hands.
Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be Vikings ball 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be touchdown, Vikings! Rashad Bateman. Touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
To try again after the sack. Rodgers. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete to Chase. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. No chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
That was well played there defensive with 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he takes us beyond the 35 before we bring it back. 23 yards the final time. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Cousins now from the 50. Tunyon's got it on the out route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Cousins again. Dancing to his left. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But
but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. But a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Final play of the half, Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down at the 45-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action. Cousins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. and he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, and the Jets are going to get a new set of downs. They'll run with Mitchell. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On play action, Cousins. Across, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
He's got it at the 2. And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Cousins throw taken in by Ridley here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 26 big yards on that. It's another first down. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 31 yards. And the Vikings get one closer. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 1-on-1 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll be brought down at the 27. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's caught. Mitchell. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jared Davis. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers throw there complete to Myers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Now Sam Sloman is on. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of last drive, because I think this offense is going to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their head. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And that's caught inside the 35. He's going to move down just inside the 35. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw complete there to Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking long for Thomas. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And some space here. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat-trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and 2nd down.
26.
On play action, now Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking